Throughout Jackie Gleason's life, he came to be known by one particular nickname. More of a title, actually. He was the Great One. If you're a fan of Mr. Gleason's work, then you probably know that he more than deserved the title. Still, if you're like me, you might not have really understood how and why he came to be called the Great One. Well, until now. Hold tight, folks. The answer is just a couple of minutes away. But first, let's talk just a little bit about Jackie Gleason. Things weren't always easy for him. His earliest, most formative years were rather dire, and there were times when he didn't know where his next meal was coming from. Because of that, he was driven to succeed in the world of entertainment. First in vaudeville and movies, but with the advent of television, Gleason had truly found his medium. Jackie is perhaps most well known for the Honeymooners, as well as his own show named after him, but there were other roles along the way, and you know what? TV audiences ate it all up. By the mid-60s, when someone referred to the Great One, everyone knew who they were talking about. Yep, Jackie Gleason was a household name. And then, in the late 70s and early 80s, Gleason gave us a comedic performance for the ages as Sheriff Buford T. Justice in the Smokey and the Bandit movie series. And well, before you could say, "Give me a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper," Jackie became the Great One to a whole new generation of fans. I recently did a video on Jackie's friendship with Burt Reynolds, and while reviewing comments associated with that video, channel subscriber Todd Fowler mentioned that the wonderful Lucille Ball had given Gleason the nickname of the Great One, and I've got to say that when I read that, it didn't surprise me. It sounded just like something Lucy would do. However, later on, Todd commented again in the same message thread and said that he'd done some additional research and had discovered that the name The Great One had actually been bestowed upon Gleason by none other than one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, Orson Welles. So this got me curious, and as you know with the internet, it's easy to spend hours going down a particular rabbit hole, which is exactly what I did, and it turns out Todd is right. Gleason himself told the Chicago Tribune that Welles gave him the name, although he said he wasn't sure if Welles was referring to his talent or his drinking capacity. So with Gleason saying he wasn't sure why, I needed to do some more research, and fortunately, I was able to find out some more details. So from everything that I can tell, here's what really happened. One night, Welles and Gleason did find themselves together, and they were drinking, round after round, with both of them talking a fairly big game, until they got to the topic of Shakespeare. And Welles professed to possess the superior knowledge. He wasn't bragging, he was just stating a fact, at least when it came to things related to the bard. And Gleason, you know what? That kind of rubbed him the wrong way, and he challenged the notion. So Welles purposefully messed up an obscure line and asked Gleason what play the line came from. Jackie was not only able to identify the play, but he also corrected Welles on that messed up line. And with that, Welles told Gleason that he was truly the Great One. And from that day on, the nickname stuck. And well, I think we can all agree that Gleason earned it repeatedly throughout his amazing life. Okay, that's it. One last picture, this time from Gleason's final movie, Nothing in Common with Tom Hanks. So what do you think? Do you think Gleason deserved to be called the Great One, or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments section below, and while you're at it, if you enjoyed this video, please click on the thumbs up icon and let me know. And what the heck, why not click on that awesome subscribe button and subscribe to the channel? I talk about music, movies, and TV, mostly from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.